Yo, what is up guys? We are back with another fixing of career mode, and if you are enjoying this series, you want to see more, smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button too. If you want to help support the channel, share this video on social media at me in the tweet and I will follow you on my account. And I'll thank you for your support. As you can see, we get ready for a game against Newcastle United down in 14th place. Actually have a really good side here. Enquiries, Jack Colback, Sissoko, Iosi Perez, Riviere, Cabella, Lascelles and Wijnaldum on the bench. All can come on and do a lot of damage, so it's going to be an interesting game. And 20 minutes in, it would be Dimitri Payet comes on the attack, loses out. Mario Cardi would get onto the loose ball here, plays it onto the oncoming Manuel Lanzini. It's Lanzini, and Tim Krul comes up with a big save there. Game still at 0-0 as Payet plays the loose ball now to the edge of the box to Corentin Tolisso. The Frenchman gets the shot away, but that is always going wide of the mark. Tame effort from him, and we're going to half time at 0-0 and probably one of the dullest games of the season so far. Nothing, and I mean nothing, has happened here as Danny Ceballos gets on the ball, does actually find Luke Shaw, who's obviously on the booking here, does play it in to Mauro Icardi. The informed striker gets his shot away, but Krul again holds on as Tolisso now comes forward. What can he do? Does actually play it into Dimitri Payet here. The Frenchman, great bit of footwork, shoots, but Enquiries, his former Marseille teammate, gets his body in front of the ball and saves. As you can see, we do actually get the ball back here from Dimitri Payet. Takes on Sissoko here and actually gets completely taken out in the box. Referee rightly points to the spot. It is a penalty to the Hammers, and two Frenchmen actually do come head to head there. But nevertheless, Icardi is going to step up here against Tim Krul. The Argentine, can he find the back of net here? Of course he can. Krul guesses the right way, but got nowhere near the ball on that occasion. West Ham take the lead just 10 minutes in to the second half of this game, and that is two penalties in two now that Mauro Icardi has scored in the last two episodes, which is great to see that we do have a potent penalty finisher other than Mark Noble. So great to see that from Mauro Icardi, and another great finish from him here as we find the back of the net. Great scenes as he gets his 9th goal in the Barclays Premier League. I'm very pleased for the boy as we look to continue here as we mean to go on. As Icardi gets on the ball now, West Ham smell blood. Just a couple minutes later, the ball does actually get played into Danny Ceballos. The Spaniard shoots, but Tim Krul does make it a really easy save there from the tame effort. As Cabella finds Pedro Iosi Perez, should I say, not Pedro Iosi. The shot goes wide from Sissoko, trying to redeem himself from the poor penalty giveaway as Cabella lays off the ball into the path of, I believe, Cisse here, but Butland holds on as Hector Bellerin now gets on the attack. What can he do? Cuts inside of Anita here. Still Hector Bellerin, who's obviously on the booking too. Mauro Icardi turns, shoots, but Enquiries gets his body in the way. Who's actually had an incredible game for Newcastle here today. He's really kept his side in this game so far. He's made a couple of substitutions here. Manuel Lanzini stands over a free kick here, gets the shot away, but Tim Krul puts it onto the post and produces a really good save there. Great play from the Dutchman as we get the ball forward now to Luke Shaw, who does find Diarra here. Great bit of play from the Uruguay man, turns away, shoots, and just wide on the mark there. You would back Diarra to score in that situation as now Sissoko desperately trying to get Newcastle back in the game. 11 minutes do remain. Falls to Jack Colback. Butland produces a good save there from his English counterpart. As you can see, the ball now comes into Corentin Tolisso plays it into Diarra, and the first time finish into the back of net will double West Ham's lead with just 6 minutes left to go in this game. That is a very, very important goal. I mean, great play into Tolisso, cuts inside of his man here, unselfishly plays it into Young Diarra, and that is a well-timed and great ball into his path as he finds the back of the net there. Overwhelmed for the Uruguay man, who obviously has had a bit of a torrid time recently with injuries, but he seems to be back to his best here and performing very well as Hector Bellerin comes in from behind to Remy Cabella. He's already on the book, and referee goes up to him in the last minute of the game and does produce the red card. West Ham would see out the rest of this game with 10 men. And I don't know really what Hector Bellerin was thinking there. That is very, very poor from the right back here. But the full-time whistle would go. Final score here at St James's Park is Newcastle United 0, West Ham United 2, which is great to see. And guys, if you are enjoying today's video, as always, smash that like button. Also, subscribe if you are new around here. 11 shots to their 5. We absolutely dominated the Magpies here. It just really wasn't a great performance from them, to be honest with you. And they looked to struggle in this game as Butland takes our man of the match here. We'll do some more training with the team as we do prepare ourselves for a London derby coming up in the next game. Have you guessed who we're playing yet? We are playing Queen's Park Rangers here. Kennedy, Diarra, Noble, Antonio, Wilson, Loftus-Cheek. amongst others, do make the bench. We do start with Mauro Icardi, Payet, Lanzini, Dyer, Tolisso, Ceballos, Shawstones, Farid, Verslacko and Butland. So Verslacko does come in at right back for the suspended Hector Bellerin. And let's see if he makes good of his chance here. But the QPR team is actually rather impressive. Green, Anua, Corker, Suk Young, Sandro Phillips, Werner, Fur. It's a really good side with Forlin, Bernard all onto the bench. But the player to watch here today is West Ham's very own Mauro Icardi, who is on a very hot scoring streak at the moment and looks to continue it here, as it would be us that comes in the attack now. Quarantine Tolisso seem to push Mark Noble out the squad here, based on John coming Eric Dyer, who does actually find Mauro Icardi, turns, shoots, and it's actually finds way into the back of the net, but fortunately it is actually brought back for offside as Luke Shaw gets onto the ball now. The left back does really well to hold off some players here. Mesmerise a run from Luke Shaw and tests Robert Green, who produces a really good save there. Still 0-0, and we're stuck at deadlock here at Upton Park as Perch gets away from his man here. It's still Perch onto the ball. What can he actually create here? The ball comes into the box. Butland saves when called upon, and Perch again comes on the attack. Finds it into Phillips, into Poulter, back into Perch. First time crossing, actually does find Leroy Fer. Butland with an incredible save keeps the game at 0-0. This game should have a goal by now. It's actually been back and forth as Poulter comes onto the ball here. Again, the German does find Fer from range, and Butland has to produce a really good save here as we're going to half time. Very even game so far. You'd say that Queen's Park Rangers have been pushing and come closest to a goal here, but we need to make sure we keep them at bay as they win a corner here. The ball actually does come in to the path of Phillips here, crosses it into the box and actually does find Leroy Fer, heads it way over the bar now. West Ham can attack with Dimitri Payet. Payet onto the ball, does pay into the oncoming Luke Shaw now. The England left back gets the ball into the box. Icardi wins the header. Green produces the save. The Argentine not finding the back of net on this occasion, but from the resulting corner, Payet gets it in. Goes past everyone, falls to Dyer, into Ceballos, but Green holds on. No troubles there for the England goalkeepers. Kennedy, Mark Noble and Diarra make their way onto the pitch. We would come on the attack with Kennedy now. The Brazilian plays it in to the path of Mauro Icardi. Turns away from Manua, gets taken down, and the referee points to the spot for the penalty. And that is 3 penalties in 3 games, I do believe. Mark Noble is going to step up here, not Mauro Icardi. The England and West Ham captain gets his shot away into the back of the net. West Ham United 1, Queen's Park Rangers 0. That is a major kick in the teeth for QPR, who've actually been in this game right up until the end, but they just have not shown up here today in front of goal, and that is a poor penalty to give away. Nader Manua has got to hang his head in shave there. The Queen's Park Rangers fans are going to be absolutely furious as Mark Noble is allowed to score his 3rd goal in the BPL from the penalty spot. As now Sandro and Queen's Park Rangers are desperately trying to get back into this game here. Forlin plays it into Werner. Werner does actually find Corker into Phillips. How has he missed that? That is a beautiful golden opportunity there for him to score as the ball now falls into the Araceta, into the oncoming Kennedy now. Can West Ham finish this game? It's Kennedy. It's saved by Green. And how on earth is that not 2-0 as we come forward again? Kennedy this time now finds the oncoming Mauro Icardi. Icardi now, can he get his goal and continue his great form? He can't. Great defending from Queen's Park Rangers there yet again. Into the 90th minute now, Lanzini finds Noble into Icardi, turns away. Mauro Icardi gets the shot away, and Robert Green again denies the Argentine fighting the back of the net. Incredibly enough, the game would come to an end, and the final score here is West Ham United 1, Queen's Park Rangers 0. We are having bragging rights in this London derby, and it was a very even game. Queen's Park Rangers can leave this game with their head held high, who gave us a really good fight until the end there. As you can see, man of the match does go to Jack Butland, and why wouldn't it? Great performance from him and a brilliant and well-deserved clean sheet. Over the moon for the lad, I really am. As you can see here, Berg and O'Connell go up to the next rating. Loftus-Cheek very close to 74 rating, which is very good to see. We do actually lose to West Brom. Our first loss of the season does come courtesy of a Sadio Berahino goal. But that is going to enter today's video. I'm going to leave you looking at the Barclays Premier League table. If you want to support the channel as always, make sure to share this video on Twitter, at me in the tweets, and I will follow you. If you are new around here, hit that subscribe button. If you did enjoy today's video, smash that like button. And as always, I'll catch you all in the next one, guys. Peace.